तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, सुनो मेरी बेटी भोलेनाथ वासी, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्य, सतयुग द्वापर त्रेता मध्य, कलियुग राज समाया, कलियुग राज समाया, सुनो मेरी देवी भोलेनाथ वासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती, धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती, धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती, धूप दीप नैवेद्य आरती, मोहन भोग लगाया, मोहन भोग लगाया, सुनो मेरी देवी भोलेनाथ वासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल, पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल, ले तेरे बेट चढ़ाया, ले तेरे बेट चढ़ाया, सुनो मेरी देवी भोलेनाथ वासिनी, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया, तेरा पार न पाया. Let's pray together, everybody. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapitajambo Palacharavakshanam Umasutam Shom Kavinashagatam Namami Viganeshwaram Sarvamangalamangaliye, everybody. Shive sarvarsalige, Sharanye Trayambike Gauri, Narayani Namostute, Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurudevo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Prem Solo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Everybody make yourself comfortable. Tonight as we gather again, today is something called, besides Navrat, today is something called Ganesh Chaut. Different people, when they are doing the Vrat for Ganesh Baba, remember how does the Vrat for Ganesh go? When you celebrate his birthday this year for Ganesh Jayanti, the person starts to do puja after the utsav, after that 10 days when they do the visarjan with the murti. Every time you will see on the calendar Ganesh Chaturthi, Ganesh Chaut. There's one in the dark half, there's one in the bright half. So for every month there's two. And in Ganesh Puran, it tells that if you wish to have different obstacles removed from your path, there are different ingredients that you have to offer when you're doing his prayer. So let's say we have the murti and you're doing the havan. On a day like today, the person takes, white rose petal. You touch it to the ghee, and it's simple mantra, Om Shri Ganesha Hinama, or whichever one you know, and you offer it not on the murti but in the havan. It is one example when flowers are being burned, and the place that shows that is Ganesh Puran. As the chout is changing, the offering change. In some month you offer leaves such as durgas. When you hear somebody say they're going to prepare the durgas, fix, local word, fix the durgas. Sometimes we think the person wants to take out the tattered one or the dark one or the spoiled leaf. It's not that. Look at durgas the next time you're in prayer. When the person has problems internally, blood weakness, let's say your iron count or something is too low, the person takes the durgas when they just have the head or the tree sprung like this. They take that, meaning you pluck out the rest, touch it to ghee, honey, and then say a mantra in the fire, swaha. If the person takes now the durgas where it have tree sprung, and then on the bottom here it have 4 and 5. When you have different types of argument, court matter, major problem, place cannot find peace, dip it in ghee, dip it in honey, and then you offer it in the fire. When you hear someone says they are doing the Ganesh Chaut puja, and you hear, for example, the lady who is having trouble to hold the baby in the belly. Last night we were talking a lot of stuff about females and what this body could hold. But imagine here now, just to touch on one point, if a girl has somebody come to you and asks, here now as a Hindu, if the person keep miscarrying, not to bring up anybody's history here, I'm not talking about anybody, but if the problem is constantly you get pregnant and then lose the pregnancy, get pregnant, lose the pregnancy, what could I do? In the Ganesh Chaut, where it is March to April in the Hindu month of Chaitra, the person takes lemon seed, similar to why we offer nimbu or lemon for Durga during the Navratri, for the fertility of the seed, meaning if I plant the seed, it has a life in it, it will grow. Take the lemon seed and touch it into the ghee and put it to burn. When you are putting it to burn, it must be, you see the dope, the wood we use in typical prayers here in New York, it is not too appropriate because it gives black smoke. The rule for Havan is when you put something to burn, it must give you white smoke. So you find people use mango wood, different neem, bale, etc. if you could get it. When you hear somebody says, I have great desire to get 9 types of wood, there are different material that is used. And when you vary the material, you will get different outcome. But what you will say is, I'm doing Ganesh Puja in this example. Tonight, before we enter into our Devi Bhagavad, put your hands together. As I'll chant this Nam Stotra of Ganesh, it's a simple prayer, I'm sure you know it. But ask him as it is his night to bless you, that there is a prayer for different problems, different issues that a person might face. But God, if I don't take it to you properly or take it to you in prayer, I may never see the change in my life. Hari Om Pranam Shirasa Devam Gauri Putram Vinayakam Bhaktavasam Smare Nityam Ayukamarta Siddhai Pratamam Vakratundam Cha Ekadantam Dvitiyakam Tritiyam Krishna Pindaksham Gajavaktram Chaturtakam Lambodharam Panchamam Cha Shashtam Vignatamevascha Saptamam Vignarajendra Durmavarnam Tatashtamam Navavala Chandram Cha Dashamam Tu Vinayakam Ekadasham Ganapatim Dwadasham Tu Gajananam Dwadashaitani Namani Trisandamya Padane Naraha Nacha Vigyam Bayam Tasya Sarvasiddhi Karam Prabhu Vidyarate Lavate Vidyan Dhanade Lavate Dhanam Putrarate Lavate Putran Moksharate Lavate Gatim Jap Ganapati Stotra Shavadima Phalam Lave Sambat Sarinya Cha Siddhim Cha Lavati Natra Samshayaha Ashtabhyo Brahmanbhyo Yascha Likitvaha Samarvayet Tasya Vidya Bhavet Sarva Shri Ganeshaya Prasadita Shri Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. Tonight we enter in Devi Bhagavad from the 5th book, where all the news carrying. I'm skipping some chapters here, because all that went on when the messenger went and see Shri, and he found that she looked so beautiful. He had to go back and tell the king, and the king says, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm not, she doesn't want to marry me, I'm not accepting that. In these times, the women, I'm saying it again, women didn't have rights. If a man says, I'm coming to marry you, 1, 2, 3, you're going to get married. So now, imagine I'm the king, I'm royalty, I'm the politician, I have all the money. And to add insult, you're telling me, I who want to marry you, no. I have conquered earth, I have conquered Patal, the hellish region, I have conquered the heavens, and I'm saying I want to marry you, and who are you to tell me no? Who are you to say that I cannot capture you, I cannot take hold of you, I cannot take possession? You put a word there, but understanding control, and I cannot control you. People get angry, one tried to shoot she killed him. The messengers tried to yell at her, she killed them. Anybody that went up to her, she tried, she coaxed them, please do not do this. If you try to bend me, I've come here for your master, I've come here for one purpose, to kill him. Don't make me destroy you. And still they did not heed the warning. We enter into chapter 18. Let's hear what happens when Mahisasura gets fed up. Too much of people message, too much of message, and he says, let me go and talk for myself. And that's where we begin tonight. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo. Shakti Imagine he's in his castle and he makes up his mind, he tells all the people, I'm going to face this woman. And yet she's going to be mine. He tells Daruk, the charioteer, the person who drives his vehicle, go bring the chariot. Pull up in front, I'm coming. But remember, this fellow's natural demeanor is a bison. He has horns. He looks very strange. They use a word strange. Human chest, but a bull's head. So he says in verse 3, I have to coerce this girl. I have to use all the types of prayer, black magic. I have to use all that I know. I have to trick her. I have to look attractive so that she will see me and love me. If she sees my true features, if she sees my true nature, she will run from me. So I will coerce this girl. I will trick this girl into falling in love with me. And it takes, because of the power that he had gained, he takes a beautiful, handsome physique. Even Derek, his worker, doesn't realize who he is. The Asmani says people are going to become more and more like this in Kali, where they will use black magic, where they will use different types of tantric prayer to elicit a reaction out of a person. But blessed is the person that turns to the goddess, that when the person comes in front of you and they try to lie, what's going to happen? Let's hear what happens in this room. Imagine all the gold is shining. Everything is dressed properly. Fake lies, black magic is playing here. Vyasmuni says the person who breaks the spells, I read this for a reason. Listen good, people like to banter, somebody to remember, somebody to walk, somebody do something, somebody do something. But the question how to fix that something, somehow we will be lucky. How to break what other people with their nastiness trying to affect me. When approaching the mother of the universe, Jagat Janani, the unrighteous cannot stand in front of her. For this reason, she has the shank in her hand. And when she knew this demon in disguise, this person who is in the garb of good, but they don't have good inside, she started at a great distance to blow that sound. And when the sound energy Not physical lash, not arrow, not bow, none of these things. But the sound, the waves started to hit his body. One moment you saw a beautiful, handsome young boy. Next minute he switched. Bison. Truth had to come out. That when the person using the sound, when you are conjuring the goddess in that song, when you ring your bell, when the person's down, when they hit the gun down, when they hit the tassa, when they're doing all these things, mother in that form shoot through the environment and purify darkness. That now Mahisa did not understand why am I changing? How come? Look, my skin is going dark, my truth is showing, my darkness inside is being revealed. Yasmani says that the person who worships the mother understands that she doesn't promise to be gentle. If you think you're praying to Durga for gentle, you're wrong. She promises truth. She promises to reveal what is in the dark. It will come to light. It may not be nice. Let's be honest, you hear somebody do something in a relationship, it ain't nice. I'm crying. I hear somebody do me bad. I hear I find something, the husband hides something in the wallet, I find it. My husband could do that. My wife could do that. Can't believe that. I don't want to believe it. But you know the truth. When you know the truth, you know how to move. You're going to know who to talk to. You're going to know how to trust. Mother is looking out for you. But like a parent, sometimes the best mother guiding the child and the child, on the hand, done. Is it true? Let's hear what happens. Imagine a monster coming and we hear about Red Riding Hood. And the wolf dress up, this is the same thing. This is our Red Riding Hood. Devi, Devi, Sansara, Priya, Priya, Devi, Manujana, Nyati, Nyati, Tataparanyati, Dayati, Pashnati, Whenever we are doing satsang, maybe the crazy pundit and them don't talk thing, right? Let me talk some stuff. When somebody say hello, you love somebody, and be careful, you know. People do things to corrupt you. Somebody will say, well, I never hear my pundit talk about that. Let me be honest. I've never heard the pundit say that those things exist, that bad exists. It does. And worse than that, it has bad people. So let me just explain this one. There are 6 reasons. Mantras have 6 reasons, 6 types. The purpose behind the mantra. One example is something called Vashikaran. Vashikaran is prayers where it literally translates. This mantra is to control, mentally control this other person. A good example of the true purpose faith. Imagine the old people married 25 years, but husband watching a younger person, the next lady, and the lady at home is being abandoned. So she goes to Durga using this type of prayer to bring back what was hers home. Imagine somebody says, Pandit, is there a prayer to salvage my marriage? In this example, yes, it has this. Durga's prayer. The problem is it has people who take it now and they want to mind control. And next husband, somebody wife, and I want that person to come to me now. You ever see a pretty girl pick up a very ugly man? I said it for children to understand. Think what I say. You ever see an educated girl pick up somebody who have no future, a drug addict, and you ask, simple language, what were you thinking when you went there, you fall in love. Okay, fine. What you was thinking when it, Baba? I really wasn't thinking. You just hear that quite regular. How you end up there where you was so good, stable, whatever. But me and Ona, I don't know how I made this thing. I wasn't thinking. This prayer takes away this decision making. You and I know about that. You ever went there upon the and say, Babs, you know, the son have an interview tomorrow. You never have a mantra could say so that you will get through. Listen to what that mantra is. The person interviewing you would not like you. Let me say the resume deficient. But now through the prayer, the person might give you a chance. Change the person's mind. Imagine somebody going to meet a girl for the first time, but might have a prayer that can say, I'm good ugly. I'm good ugly. But I was she like to stay. So now the same person will watch you and say, when I ask, how you have the ugly one, sir? Baba, he has good ways. The person is perfect, but they're perfect for me. You ever hear somebody talk like that? It have good use for praise. I could take home now, if I am pretend to go for long dead tomorrow. The person is an example. No, but understand what I'm saying? The person corrupt the prayer. So another type of prayer out of the 6 is something called San Mohan Mantra. San Mohan Mantra means when people put spell, listen, remember what I said? When people put spell, when people use things to harm, when you hear people bury things, if you happen to walk in the cemetery and you see a name, what is my name doing here? And you think sickness, my foot, my back, my bone, problem, chant San Mohan Mantra to break that. All belong to Durga. All belong to the lady. Why? Belong to the lady who is in charge of the energy. So if it has somebody trying to use witchcraft and tantric prayer to take your health, your beauty, your hair falling, your body getting sick, Mother, you greater than all. I put you in charge. No matter what demon come in my life, you deal with it. But you have to believe in it. That's the first part. Krishna in Gita telling you could put flowers, you could put leaf, you could put water, you put anything you want. Anything. Put it with devotion. You have to believe in it. And it will work. You just come with apple, orange, you have no one better. All she could take. But you have to believe in it. Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki. When Mahisa now he trying to look handsome, but he can't look it because she prays hitting it. And the truth coming out. He give up. And he accept the bison looking like flower. Babe, hold. Let me take a deer flowers and kind of choke the light. Don't worry. When I go fix it, easier and you get burned. Alright? Don't worry, you're getting through. Do one more. Take our next flowers, right? Choke it right in. Don't worry, you'll get through. Right. Good kid. Problem solved. Good job. Standing now with this big, you ever see that cattle with the big horn? I forget what you call it. How? Long horn? How? Long horn, that kind of stretch, right? Huge. Mother, do you know that if we come together, still trying to woo the woman, that we will have the best copulation, that we will have the best combination that exists. The union that will exist between two of us will be incomparable. When people have father and mother and they get intertwined, somehow the energy of the two people, correct me if I'm wrong, when one feeling sick, husband and wife, the next party will start to pick up symptoms. If two sisters belong into a home, when one pick up with the monthly cycle, the next one will catch it right there. it is as if it is something strange. This bond, nothing sexual, but you're in close proximity with somebody. You start to share traits. You start to look similar. You start to eat the same time. You're getting hungry the same time. Different things. He says these mutual interests and bond that exist with different people, brother and brother, sister and sister, there are so many. The pet and the owner, that the pet cannot talk English or your language, but the dog or the bird might understand you more than somebody who could understand you, human to human. That pet might not be able to say, hello, I'm hungry, and you understand the dog. So it's something playing there, and that union is so excellent to witness that it is all, it causes happiness when a person has these bonds. Think about the day you have a problem and you have big sister, not the type to cause trouble. You have trouble, but they want to help you with your trouble. How you just feel? Yeah, your mother and this man gave you good trouble, and they could run and they say, man, this is what going on. This is what happening. You see the feeling you just get when you're empty. What is somebody I trust? She had to understand nothing what I'm going through, but she hear me. You see that feeling is not physical, but is an example of something God give you. When somebody say God give me gifts, our brother, our sister, some people are biological 7 brother, 7 sister, and they can't talk to one. They cannot share a meal with one. So the sentiment of that brother and sister are really a hammer. Some people have no brother and sister. They have no relationship blood-wise like that, but I have that bond with other people. So I have it. I have some co-workers, I have some neighbors, I have some adopted relatives that give you such a peacefulness or happiness that without them, I don't know how I would have lived. He says, bigger than that kind of bond, if me and you come together, you are the most beautiful and I am the most powerful. She says, you need to understand. You need to understand who I am. I am the consort of the male energy throughout this universe, and he is my master. I don't need another male in my life. And if I had to get one, do you think I would get one like you? You do not have good. You do not look good. You do not have anything to gain respect. For the young people here, for anybody who is in a relationship, a person might have, we talked about last night, having all the nice car and the gold and trying to catch a deal because of that. But what our Dharma looks at is somebody who you respect. One of the things that shows, okay, should I marry this person or not, is if you respect the person. As the female looking at a male in that example. If you do not have respect, you cannot have love. If the person does not, I might say I respect you because of how you see when you say put salt, that's enough. It could be, it don't have to be something like a degree. It could just be that when you talk with authority. And because of that, I love you for that. I love you. Why? Because you see, when you make cake, it's the best cake. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm not saying because you have a degree, only then you could marry. But if the person has mutual respect, then it is easy to love somebody. But if somebody tells you, Lord Shiva get himself in trouble with this discourse. Lord Shiva was talking with Kali Mata one day in Shipra, and Kali Mata said, do you prefer this form or do you prefer my normal, what we call Parvati Mata form? He says, Mother, I kind of prefer the Parvati Mata form. She's pretty. She body more young, more supple, skin. She says, well, then you don't understand the body of the female. You only love one picture, one snapshot of me. But a female is not that. If you only love me when how I looked or look at 19, and she tells him about breast, stretch mark, hair, you name it. As I evolve, my body is changing. As I do my job as a mother, as I get older, my body changes. Is it that you will only love me when I'm looking this way when I'm young? And as I get older, you don't love me anymore? And Lord Shiva stayed quiet because he couldn't answer her. And she was getting angry. Says, then you do not know what it is to love a woman. You are supposed to appreciate me in my youth, in my middle age, in my old age, in my various forms. Because sometimes people think Durga is changing in different form. The truth is the lady, the female gender does that. She will look one way today, and then as 10 years pass, she will look different. And blessed is the man or the person who could understand that. She says, I have the supreme person that rules my body. There is one person that pervades me. And because of the respect I have for him, there's no room for another person save you to come in here. Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. You can imagine how he getting angry to hear these things, but he's trying to control himself. Let's hear what happens in this next verse. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Jai Jai Radha to me for sexual reasons, I promise I will give you all that you want and more. And she replied to him, still you are in this way? When a person comes into this world, they come alone. And when they are going, no matter what their duty to everybody, a person tries to be self-sufficient. A person tries to, as they get older, to be independent. Why are you still harping over me? Isn't women, in your view, something to hold and control? Why are you pursuing me for? I am your debt. Shamye, Shamye Yaha, Urye Nadaham, Shamye Mukha Parprasitayayate, Shamye Nadaham, Kakari Ayati, Vishwaye Nadasi, Vishwanayaham, peaceful state. Stop encouraging agitation. Stop upsetting yourself and accept this time is done. If you want mercy now, leave this place and go to Patal and give back the heavens to the rightful owner, and I will spare you pain. Even now I am trying to be forgiven. Please take my advice. Listen. Mahishasura turns around. When people don't listen, you never say, who don't listen is free. Instead of heeding the words that this force is guiding, he says, Mother, you should want to live in peace. Very good. If you just give yourself over to me, give yourself over to friendship in this way to me, constantly, just say it 7 times. I will accept you no matter what you have done, who you have harmed. All of this is forgiven. And allow me to marry you now. Allow me to have you as mine. She says, no. No. After sweet talk, after bribe, based on what he said last night, Psalm the hand that bleed. Now he threatens her. Don't you know, as a woman, you are throwing away the offers of marriage? I don't know if in your history from those that from Suriname and Guyana, if you have this. Have you ever heard when somebody come to ask the girl to marry? And she turned, she didn't take it on. Nah, I can't marry you. It is as if you are throwing away your luck. You ever hear somebody say that? It is as if you're causing, let me say, you throw away a marker. So what this happens sometimes, the person may see nobody coming to ask their father to marry this girl. Nobody's interested. They cannot keep a relationship. He says to her, you are throwing away a good match. You are full of false pride and you think you are superior to me, and I am the one here willing to marry you even if you have wrong ways. Stop this. Your father's soul, what your father's rich, your father's soul will burn. She says, I have no father. I am the Adi Shakti. I am the one who has all the energy, and I am standing here waiting for you to change. I stand with my children, and when they are not doing the correct thing, I patiently wait for them to do the correct thing, to go from the wrong road to the righteous path. As a parent, I am the one, I am the father, I am the mother, I am the one that allows things to happen in their life that will bring about change or elicit good thoughts from them. One example, something ever happened to you, let me go and call my pundit, let me check my book, let me see what prayers I had to do, I have a girl, and your trajectory now started to change because you might lose the work. Somebody want to break up with somebody. Trouble. Let me use that word, trouble. Remember, in Hinduism, there is no devil. We have Durga. And when you are doing good, she will reward. But when you want to do your own thing, you might see different type of experience. He starts to get upset and she drags out the sword. Come, I'm waiting for you. If you don't want to change, come. And when he charged, all the different soldiers that he had with her, they charged at her. There's one called Durga. He rushes to the back to stab her on her spine. But the lion that was given to her turns around and bites this person. Andaka, all these different names of soldiers that try to overpower Adi Shakti for the benefit of Mahisa, they all rushed at this one individual at the same time. And what she did was, she take the hilt of the blade, the base of the sword, the handlebar, and she hit the bison in his forehead here. And one by one, while he's unconscious, she's killing the rest of them. Let's hear what happens in this sloka. Shiva Om Shakti Om Hari Om Narayanaya Krishnaya Narayanaya Krishnaya the bison form, she held on to the horns and she ripped till the edge of the horn and the forehead starts to ooze blood. To get away from her, he switches his form and he takes a form where he's lion now. When he bites, he tries to bite the hand that is holding. In that form, she started to rip the hair from around his head. With her claws, with her nails, she starts to dig into his body. Damye Chakra Vishya Devi Puravahiyanta Mukayate Gajayate Marapuryati Tejam Dena Viprayatam Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo by his neck, Adi Shakti saw him change again from the lion now to a huge elephant. Fluid is coming, floating from his mouth. Tears are coming out of his eyes because of the pain. The little screams, the blood is oozing, coming from all different parts of his skin. In the elephant form, there's no fur, so it's showing. And mother, like a true predator, was not stopping. She jumps from the back of the lion and holds on to the head, now on top of him as the elephant. And Mahisa is trying to shake her, and he cannot get this lady off of him. And she is squeezing and scraping. She is holding the trunk and pulling. Vyasmuni says, when a person is in her grip, when the person has done wrong, there is nothing you could do. When you transgress against that Durga like Mahisa, know that it is hopeless. That she, unless a person bows their head, Mahisa could have stopped this battle at any time and stopped the fight if he had humbled himself. Veera Gajaru Baleyati Hare Pupa Bala Badabarayati Sarajya Muniyata incarnation of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva in a form where he has wings and is flying. So he jumps into the air and he takes that kind of form. And Mother held on to his foot and pulled him back onto the earth. And she started to clobber him with that mace that she has in her hand. He starts to bawl in pain. Bawl, please leave me, please leave me. And she says, why are you asking for help now? Where is all the crown on your head, all the power you had, all the hurt and harm that you were hurting and harming innocent? What mercy do you want now? And she continues to belabor him with licks. Don't boast. Don't boast about your strength and your prowess. Show your strength today. Face me. I have come to kill you, and if you do not stop, if you do not change, I am going to destroy you. And while he laid on the ground catching his breath, Mother was drinking from her goblet. All the devatas standing in the heavenly region now started to come back in their abode. They were so happy to see Mother, their Mother, active on their behalf. To see her accept the offerings that they were making, she's eating and drinking, to make them happy. Mahisa gets up again. Let's hear what happens. Pinitaye ajaye mahadevi jatayadhikera kayeyatam devanam dukhade papan munina bhayankarayati Narayanaya Krishnaya Narayanaya Krishnaya Bhayamarthaya He rushed at Chatika Devi. No matter long again. Now he bleeding, now he in pain, now the true features of the monster is showing, and he rushed to kick her. And as he kicked her, he slipped and she spun him around, and the lion came on the shoulder here and bit him. If you ever see your pitiers, the lion's mouth is in his shoulder. This is that person, this is at that moment. He takes a very small form. In this text it says like a mouse, in other texts it says like a dog. To get away from the lion, he runs. The demon now, if you see the same bit here where Mother take a trishul and she pressing it into his chest. This is that fight. To catch the individual at a distance when she stabs him with full force. Jagat Janani, that mother of everything, put everything into that trishul to come into his chest. Now the true form has to show. His life is coming out of his body. And even there, dying on the ground, he's trying to kick her. He's losing energy, he's going, and still in this dark moment, his body, his mind will not lead him to righteousness. He's trying to kick the goddess. Vinaye padaye paramate mahaye mahapalurusam garukya shabdade bhayatam mahikasura mardaniyate Narayanaya Krishnaya He kicked her and he took out that trishul and running out, and at a distance she lets go the Sudarshan Chakra, and in that moment, that Sudarshan Chakra, chapter 18, verse 64, they took off the head. Sometimes people think that I see the picture where the trishul is coming in. This is how Mahisasura died. No. He still survived. This person is powerful, protected by prayer. He's not easy to kill. The unrighteousness is right inside of him. And every time she hits him, he's saying some prayer. When you see people use mantra, we just use this one. We know this. We know the one when mommy lifts she hand up, you have to drag in the energy here, shoot and bless the person. But it have others where you are calling on different form of the energy to sit with me. And you see Lord Shiva, as a simple example, just have his hand in a design on his lap. Let the goddess, let the energy that nobody could see, let her come to me, let her sit on me, let her pervade over my body. And whatever it is I am going to endeavor, football match, singing competition, whatever test, let me win. With her support, I will win. And he's calling on mantra, but he doesn't realize he's calling on the same Devi, Adi Shakti, the unseen energy. Come save me now. And he's fighting the same lady. Vyasmuni says, how do you know a sinful person? A sinful person does not know who God is and where God is. When you hear somebody use the word God realization, I know where God lives. I know who God is. God does not have to only look like my murti. God could be in the child, in the adult, in the dog. I will treat everybody with some decorum, some respect. But if I only look for God with gold crown on my head, then you miss the boat, you miss it. You don't know what God looks like. And when somebody says self-realization, you realize who you are in the cosmos. You are part, you are like a gem on this sari, on this hem. I am one bead, I am a dot. I am not a rich person, I am not a pundit, I am not anything of value. When you go and boast, imagine you're telling Durga Mata, I am the best bead in this hem. But all the beads are the same. They shine and glitter because of this arrangement. We sometimes forget who we are. We already don't know who she is. Vyasmuni says that this person is suffering because of their limited understanding of who she is, and the mother is going to teach him a lesson. And in the moment, the Sudarshan Chakra took off his head. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayanaya Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Ye katha padhe aati Mahishasura Mardani aata Sharira Vrata Pardhana Vinyaram Vyekadaye aati Narayanaya Krishnaya. Come on everyone. Namo Namah Narayanaya Krishnaya Prityate Mahisakura Janam Daya Vidadeyati Amrityasoka Vitaye Patal Seyudhaye Ati Narayanaya Krishnaya Shakti Mata ki Jai. All the devatas, everybody is witnessing, and the head drop and roll. The body is gushing. It says here, verse 67, warm gushes of blood came out of his body and stained the stones that were around him on that field where she was. Till today, people go to this spot. There are many places that are associated with Durga that you and I know about, and maybe sometime we forget. For example, in Mysore, in South India, you know that auntie you're singing Suno Meri Devi? Suno Meri Devi, listen my mother, Parvat. Parvat means mountain. Vasini, you're sitting on the mountain. Chamali Hill is somewhere that is going to be worshipped every year in Navratri on the Naumi night, Friday night when we have prayers here. They will do prayers there. And then on the morning of the Dasmi, the next morning when everybody breaking their front to lifting up that coconut from the colors, they go there and they beg, as they did when this battle, when these times were going on. Imagine on the Dasmi day, it says on the morning when the fight is finished, mother was sitting on the hill, leaning on the hill with a massive form, blowing, catching her breath after the fight. So Brahman, all the other devatas, Sono Mary Devi, listen to our prayer. We're so happy to fight for me. Thank you, Mother, who resting on the mountain cliff. Thank you, Mother. Pan, Supari, Dwaja, Nadial. I come and I offer you pan, leaf, Supari, with Dwaja, flag, Nadial is coconut. Ma, we come to do your prayers. Ma, Satya, Dwapar, Trit. Ma, use the boss for all the age. Kali Yuga, Raja, Samaya. Use the king, use the queen of Kali Yuga. How many next verse go? Doop, deep, Naived, Arti. I come to offer you agarbati with the incense stick. Very straightforward. I come to do your puja. Mohan Bhog is the suji powder when they make the parsa. What meat is parsa? Suji halwa is the correct term for that recipe. Ma come to bring the food of Krishna. Accept me, accept my prayer, calm down, the war finish. In that example, that is why you're singing the lady who resting on the mountain. That is what it is saying when that song going on. Listen to my prayer, you who resting on the mountain. In the same way, it have many examples of places that people visit or call in prayer that are associated with the battle of Narat. One such place is where the head of Mahisa fell. People go there till today just to touch the earth in Navratri. Mother, because of your battle today, we have what we have. Whenever I have problems, I depend on you. It is here that all the devatas started to knock their dhunduvi or different drum. In South India, they take big, you see how this kalsa is? They take lizard, to be honest, lizard skin, and they wrap it, and they start to knock something called, gaumas. That is the drum for that area of India. And they believe, just like imagine I told you, about how it's called tapu and tasa, depending on which area, there's a drum for mother. Different drum. You see it sometimes when you see the Ganesh song and you see them playing different things, the tasa look different. What they are doing is calling the energy on the drum. That is why people make this big fuss of hitting tasa, of knocking tapu. Sometimes I don't understand how God is noisy. It's all noise. But it have a purpose. And you're asking the mother to clean the place. Let me say they by your house. The wedding coming, you're knocking tasa. Why? Clean the place, the boy and the girl getting married. For example, there's a purpose. Everybody put your hands together. Mother sat and she listened to her children sing and celebrate all that she had done. And she says, my work here is finished, I'm getting ready to leave. And she left the battlefield. She left when Mahisa was destroyed. Call me, she says, call me, close your eyes, say your prayers, this is your moment. Those of you at home, do you say? When your Mahisa, when your version of demon come in your life, mother, please take up all your arms and come and fight on my behalf. Blessed is the person that listens to this discourse, that listens to the words of Vyasmuni, not the words of Keshava, but the words from the text. The chanting of the verses is like chanting the prayer. You cannot swap the words of man for the divinity of your books and your God. By listening to this discourse, by listening to the prayer, a person is freed from demonic attack, tantric attack, these type of negativity. If a person is facing untoward blame and false accusation, this katha, by listening to it, those things are going to stop. Let the blessings of Mother be with that person. protect the person that listens to this prayer and then goes and worships Mother. So when we finish tonight, everybody, whether before you eat, after you eat, everybody take the way you have to do. Take a second and just bow or do aarti and bow. This is to conclude tonight. Hari Om Kavaye Tatra Daitya Yajmanas Patita Kshayastav Jaya Shabda Devana Adi Shakti Pad Sukha Varchasya Singh Swayam Sambhalyasta Patala Param Yena Danava Gandharva Kinarasya Sangramahe Mangalam. Blessed is the person who is hungry to get food. Blessed is the person who listens to this discourse. If they have sickness, get healing. For the person who has no peace in their life, let them bring equilibrium. Let Mother bring balance. Let Mother bring happiness and togetherness in that person's life. If a person should change, listen to this discourse and change in their relationship with Adi Shakti, a person can be freed from the punishment and the pain that they are going through. Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Let me do one chant. Yeah. Now, Lay all in tune. Anybody who wants to sing, let us chant. Let me just do one little chant. If anybody, just now we're going to do aarti. Everybody got aarti. But part of your navratri prayer, remember I said we have to sing for her. So we just do a little chant. I'm not going to lead everybody from here. We'll do aarti and then they'll have things that you raffle and all that. So one little chant. So come on. Let me do the durga chant where everybody can sing together. And then after we can sing any other song that we want to sing. Shakti Mata ki jai. Everybody, let's all stand as we do final arati. Put your hands together. Dear Mother, as we are about to wave this light, may you stretch your hands and bless each and every person. Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam grahina yojikam mayam deepam grihana devesham trailokya divirapaham. Whilst aarti and offerings will continue, let's say final mantra to conclude this portion, and they will continue doing their prayer. For those of you online, for those of you here, put your hands together. Tvameva Mata Chapita Dudeva Tvameva Bandhushta Sakha Dudeva Tvameva Vidya Tvameva Tvameva Sarva everybody. Prem Samaromapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Bholenath Bhavan ki Jai. Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Sitaram everybody. Please have your seat.